Dude, let me tell you something. The history of the meaning of dreams is a big mystery. Just imagine, in the past, people thought that dreams were like messages from the gods or from your great-great-grandfather from beyond the grave. Then, Freud comes and turns everything into a soap opera full of internal dramas, as if each dream were you trying to resolve some bullshit in life. And today? Well, we've fallen into the world of do-it-yourself, where any dream can mean anything from you're hungry to that you need to change your entire life. Crazy, right? So, at the beginning of time, people had some pretty crazy ideas about dreams. They thought it was like an elegant courier from the gods, you know? You would go to sleep and suddenly, the gods would think, oh, let's send a message to this mortal because we're in good terms here, right? And then boom, here came the dream. If you dreamed of a lion, for example, that's it. There were people thinking it was the god of war sending you a hint, like, dude, get ready for trouble. Or if it was rain, it could be a sign that the crops were going to grow, or not. And it wasn't just the gods, no. Your ancestors were involved in this too. Imagine dreaming about your great-grandmother, who you never even met, and waking up thinking she was saying hi to you from beyond the grave? Well, people took it seriously. Any dream was like a spiritual meeting, a direct letter from heaven or the world of spirits. Summary of the opera. Dreaming at that time was practically a guided tour through the mind of the gods and the universe. Then Freud comes into play, the king of psychoanalysis, who decided to play dream detective. He arrives all convinced and says, guys, forget all this talk about gods. Dreams, in reality, are like gossip from your unconscious. For him, every time you dreamed about something, it was your brain trying to send you a coded message. And of course, most of the time it had to do with, guess what, their repressed desires. Well, Freud was obsessed with that. Dreamed of a ladder? Freud already said that, in fact, you were climbing into your own unconscious, trying to resolve some issues you didn't even know you had. Did you dream about a fruit? Oh, you can bet Freud was going to tell you that this represented some deep, unresolved desire. Anything that appeared in the dream, he found a way to transform into a psychological drama. It was like this: every dream of yours, in his view, was a very intense Mexican soap opera, complete with emotional twists and traumas from childhood that you didn't even remember. Freud was so obsessed with dreams that he even wrote a book, The Interpretation of Dreams, where he basically played the role of Sherlock Holmes of the unconscious, trying to unravel the darkest mysteries that his mind was trying to hide. Dreaming suddenly became a little story full of drama, tension and meanings that, to be honest, didn't always make sense. But then, right, it was Freud. Who was going to argue with the guy? But before continuing, I need to ask you, are you enjoying it? Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos and leave a like. And now we come to the most fun part of the dream story, the modern world. Nowadays, things are totally DIY, like a craft project from your unconscious mind. Forget God sending messages or Freud turning everything into a psychological soap opera. Now you dream about a butterfly and you can search on Google or watch some videos on YouTube that have 18 different theories about what it means. Did you dream of a tooth falling out? Look, it depends. Some will say it's anxiety, others will say it's insecurity, and there are even people who think you're just scared of going to the dentist, which could be real, let's face it. Did you dream of flying? Oh, of course, it's a sign of freedom, change, or maybe just that you need to take a vacation. And of course, there's always that friend who loves reading self-help books and will tell you that your dream is a cosmic warning that it's time to become the best version of yourself. Because, right, there's always room for another dose of self-improvement. And with the internet, the meanings of dreams have become a big mess. Now, everyone is an expert on dreams. There are apps to interpret what you dreamed of, forums full of theories, and even memes about bizarre dreams. Who never dreamed that they were flying down their street, right? Anyway, what used to be a serious thing has now turned into a festival of possibilities, where your brain is basically playing a bunch of random images while you sleep, and you can interpret them however you want. In the end, we went from God's gossiping, to Freud complicating everything, to the era of whatever, where any dream can be a sign of something super deep, or just yesterday's pizza causing you a nightly mental confusion. So that's today's video. I hope you liked it. See you in the next story.